All right, team, listen up. Operation Trick or Treat Heist is officially a go! Tonight, we embark on the most daring candy acquisition mission in Minion history. The objective is simple. Secure the maximum amount of sugary loot. The methods. Top secret. Our agents are the best in the business. Masters of stealth and disguise. Look at them. The perfect operatives. Clad in trench coats and fedoras, they blend seamlessly into the shadows of suburbia. Nobody will ever suspect a thing. Their determination is unmatched. Their focus, unbreakable. The sweet scent of success is already in the air, mixed with a hint of autumn leaves and impending chaos. The first target is in sight. A quaint little house, unsuspecting. Its porch light a beacon of sugary promise. Agent Kevin, the mission leader, gives the signal. The team moves forward. A silent, yellow tide of They approach the door, their steps light, their breathing controlled. This is the critical moment. The doorbell, the first line of defense. They must bypass it without a sound. Kevin inches closer, reaching out a gloved hand with surgical precision. But wait. Agent Stewart, ever the show-off, decides to demonstrate his acrobatic prowess, leaping over a stray garden gnome. The landing, however, is less than graceful. He trips, stumbling headfirst into Kevin, who then careens into Bob, creating a domino effect of pure minion mayhem. Their combined weight slams against the door, and the world explodes in a cacophony of sound. Not just any doorbell, but a full-blown musical extravaganza, blaring a high-pitched 10-second melody of It's a Small World. So much for stealth. The element of surprise is gone, replaced by an awkward, ringing silence. The door creaks open. An elderly woman peers out, a kind smile on her face, holding a massive bowl brimming with every candy imaginable. Oh, my! What clever costumes. You boys look like little detectives. She gestures to the bowl. Help yourselves, dears. Take one piece each. One piece? One piece? This is a catastrophe. A single piece of candy for all this effort. Una! Aceptable. Agent Kevin, ever the diplomat, politely takes a small chocolate bar. Stewart, slightly more daring, grabs a fistful of gummies, but Agent Bob has other plans. He sees not a bowl of candy, but the entire jackpot. While the nice lady is distracted by a passing cat, Bob sees his window of opportunity. With a swift, almost imperceptible movement, he grabs the entire, enormous bowl. But where to hide it? In a stroke of genius, he shoves it under his trench coat. The mission's success now rests squarely on his ability to walk away unnoticed. The getaway is complicated. Bob's silhouette has changed dramatically. He's no longer a sleek, bean-shaped operative, but a waddling, spherical monstrosity. His little legs struggle to move, taking tiny, shuffling steps. He looks less like a spy and more like a very round, very yellow penguin trying to smuggle a beach ball. Kevin and Stewart exchange panicked glances. Act natural. Kevin hisses, trying to nonchalantly whistle a tune. But there is nothing natural about Bob's wobbling, precarious waddle. He takes another step, then another. The weight is too much. The balance, too fragile. He catches his foot on a crack in the pavement. Time seems to slow down. Bob lurches forward, arms flailing, his fedora flying off his head. And then, the inevitable happens. He trips. The crash is epic. The candy bowl flies from under his coat, launching its contents into the night sky like sugary fireworks. Chocolates, lollipops, caramels, and gummies rain down upon the sidewalk, mixing with a shower of dry autumn leaves, a few stray pebbles, and one very confused garden gnome. Operation Trick or Treat Heist has devolved into Operation Cleanup on Aisle 3. The agents stare at the scene of devastation, their glorious prize scattered and tainted by dirt and leaves. Is this the end? Has the mission failed? Kevin rallies the troops. It's not over yet. Recover the assets. A frantic scramble ensues. The minions dive into the pile, sifting through leaves and twigs, desperately trying to salvage what they can. They stuff candy into their pockets, their hats, anywhere they can find. But in the chaos, a new conflict arises. Kevin and Stuart both spotted at the same time the ultimate prize. A single, pristine, giant rainbow lollipop, miraculously untouched by the fall. Their eyes lock. An unspoken challenge is issued. This is no longer about the mission. This is about personal glory. They both lunge for it. A fierce tug-of-war begins. Kevin pulls. Stuart pulls back, harder. They grunt and groan, their faces contorted in a mask of sheer effort. They spin in circles, a whirlwind of yellow and denim locked in a desperate struggle over a single piece of candy, completely ignoring the mountain of other sweets still scattered around them. Suddenly, a new sound pierces the night. Not a musical doorbell, but the distinct wail of a siren. A flashlight beam cuts through the darkness. "Hey! What's all the racket over here?" A deep voice bellows. "It's the neighborhood watch!" "Busted! Scatter!" Kevin shrieks, finally letting go of the lollipop. The agents abandon their spoils and flee into the night. A trio of yellow blurs disappearing into the bushes. They run, not looking back, their hearts pounding in their chests. They race through backyards, leap over fences, and hide behind garbage cans, the siren growing fainter in the distance. They finally regroup under the dim light of a street lamp, breathless and empty. Well, almost empty-handed. During the tug-of-war, the lollipop wrapper tore, and the sticky candy became a magnet for every leaf on the ground. It now looks less like a treat and more like a bizarre piece of modern art. It's a failure. A complete and utter failure. Defeated, the three agents trudge home. The pillowcase they brought for their loot is depressingly light. The mood is somber. The grand heist has ended in disaster. They open the door to their secret lair, expecting to face the scorn of their fellow minions. But instead, they're met with cheers. The other minions are gathered around a table piled high with candy. Where did it all come from? It turns out, while our elite team was fumbling their mission, the rest of the minions just went door to door, smiled sweetly, and said trick or treat. They didn't need trench coats or elaborate plans. They just needed to be their cute, charming selves. Kevin, Stuart, and Bob look at each other, then at the leaf-covered lollipop, then back at the mountain of candy. The lesson is clear. Sometimes, the simplest plan is the best plan, but our trio won't be deterred for long. As they watch the others celebrate, a new idea begins to form in Kevin's mind. His eyes gleam with a familiar Miski bussa-ridle. He glances at Stuart and Bob, who are already nodding in agreement. Next year, they won't make the same mistakes. Next year, the plan will be bigger, bolder, and even more ridiculous. Next year, Operation Trick or Treat Heist 2.0 will be flawless. Probably. Maybe. Okay, it'll probably be another spectacular disaster. But that's what makes it fun, right? For now, though, they join the party, grabbing a handful of candy from the pile. Even a failed mission deserves a sweet reward. As they sit and eat, Bob proudly pulls something from under his coat. It's not candy. It's the garden gnome from the first house. He pats its little head. At least he didn't come back. The spirit of the heist lives on. And what became of their original mission objective? The giant lollipop. After the minions fled, a curious squirrel scampered down a tree. It sniffed at the colorful, leafy monstrosity on the sidewalk, picked it up, and scurried back up the tree. From a high branch, it nibbled contentedly on its prize, the happiest squirrel in the entire neighborhood. In the end, everyone got a treat, just not in the way they expected. The minions learned a valuable lesson. The nice old lady got a funny story to tell, and a squirrel had the best Halloween of its life. And that, my friends, is the true, chaotic, and sticky sweet spirit of a minion holiday. Thanks so much for watching our crazy adventure! If you had as much fun as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next mission. See you next time!